Now when it comes to budget-friendly smartphones that still pack a proper wallop, well, Realme is one of the biggest names out there, and it's just launched two new blowers, the Realme 9 Pro and this here even more advanced model, the Realme 9 Pro Plus. Now Realme's shtick with this one is flagship camera, mid-range price, but it is so much more than just a big dick-waving bag of optics. You've got a Super AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh, you've got Dimensity 920 Smart, 60-watt fast charging, all packed into a reasonably priced handset with some pretty stunning design as well. So let's whip the Realme 9 Pro Plus on out the box, take you on a full-on tour of that hardware and the software, test out the gaming grunt, all that good stuff. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! So let's start, as always, with what you actually get packed inside of this rather lovely yellow box. As always, a very jolly little welcoming message, and perhaps more importantly, the actual Realme 9 Pro Plus. You've also got a whopper of a Super Dart charge adapter, a lovely spot of USB cable action, and as ever, of course, your condom case to wrap up the Realme 9 Pro Plus and make sure it stays scratch-free. And that's your lot, not a bad little box of goodies at all. Now first, I've got to say the Realme 9 Pro Plus feels reasonably compact as far as modern smartphones go, certainly around this sort of price point. It's a 6.4 incher, so similar in size to like the OnePlus Nord CE and the OnePlus Nord 2. And it's pretty bloody skinny as well, just a sliver under 8mm thick. And this is the hero colour right here, the rather fetching sunrise blue. As you can see there, when the phone's arse catches the light just so, and I'm reading direct from the press release here, a vibrant vertical beam gleams from every angle, just like a mystical wonderland. I'm not really sure about a wonderland, but it definitely looks like the Realme 9 Pro Plus has a big old arse crack right down the centre, which I can fully get on board with. And when you get proper up close with this blower as well, you'll see that that back end is very sparkly and glittery as well. It's highly life affirming. I absolutely adore it. Now this sunrise blue model boasts Realme's slick new light shift design. This is supposed to actually morph from blue to red when UV light strikes it. So if you take it outdoors, as long as you don't live in a country that isn't permanently trapped under a thick duvet of clouds, then you should see that shift. But of course, naturally, from pretty much the very minute that the Realme 9 Pro Plus landed at Techspert Towers, it's been dull and miserable outside. And I've been stuttering around in the bitter cold, freezing my nips off, just desperately willing this thing to turn crimson. But then, glory, glory, literally as I was editing this video, it's actually sunny outside. And for literally just a few minutes, the sun pierced that thick haze of cloud and managed to dash outside just in time. I thrust my Realme 9 Pro out into that sunlight and glory, glory, that back end turned red. And there was much cheering and drinking of whiskey. And if you do happen to fancy something a bit less vibrant, you've got two other colour choices with the Realme 9 Pro Plus, Aurora Green and Midnight Black. So as with all Realme smartphones, you've got the Realme UI launcher on here. It's the Realme UI 3, bang up to date as you can see there, and it is Android 12 as well, so you don't have to hang around waiting for an update to that. And yes, Realme UI does still share a lot of DNA with ColorOS, so that settings menu is absolutely packed with bonus stuff, and it can be a little bit intimidating if you've never used it before. But the rest of the UI should be familiar enough to anyone who's used an Android device before. You've got the Google Discover feed on there, as you do with stock Android smartphones. You've got your apps tray where you can bury away all of your stuff so you don't have to have it all over your desktops. You can drag down that notifications bar from anywhere on screen, and all of your toggles are integrated in there as well. Lots and lots of stuff that you can mess around with, because as I say, this thing is packed with features. Lots of customization for one, so of course you can change up the wallpapers, the icons, and the always on display. And it's a proper always on display. You can have it scheduled so it comes on between set times, or you can have it on all the time if you like. A variety of different options that you can play around with, and you've got the likes of the portrait silhouette feature. And this allows you to generate your very own always on display based on your gorgeous / slightly psychotic mug. Et voila! It's actually done a pretty good job of capturing the luxuriousness of my eyebrows. And because you got full Android 12 on here, you can actually change up the color scheme of the UI based on your current wallpaper. All you've got to do is drag these little circles about, and then the various UI elements will be changed to match those colors. And in that personalization section, you can even change up the fingerprint sensor animation that plays out when you unlock the phone. And so far, touch wood, that fingerprint sensor seems reliable enough. It's definitely fast to act. Doesn't seem to work too well when my hands are actually wet, but apart from that, no complaints at all. And yeah, as usual, you've got a bit of face unlock as well if you can't use the fingerprint sensor for whatever reason, such as the moist mitts that I just mentioned, but as usual, this isn't the most secure face unlock around. It does seem to work even when you're wearing a face mask. But anyway, I could bang on about Realme UI and its various features all day long, but let's shift onto the display tech. And the Realme 9 Pro Plus sports a 6.4-inch Super AMOLED panel, so quite compact compared with a lot of Pro smartphones these days. You got a Full HD Plus resolution on there, and that combined with the more compact nature of this phone means nice crisp visuals, certainly no complaints there. And because this is AMOLED tech, you've got nice wide viewing angles, you've got punchy colors and sharp contrast as well. I'd definitely say the Realme 9 Pro Plus's display is a match for the OnePlus Nord 2 and the likes of the Pixel 4a as well. You do have Realme's Ultra Vision Engine technology on here as well, which is supposed to enhance the colors and improve low-res content. I can't really say that I notice much of a difference when this is toggled on, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, outdoor visibility is strong on top brightness. I haven't had a chance to test it in direct sunlight yet, because that hasn't been a thing, but hopefully soon. And you've only got a dinky little selfie cam orifice tucked away there in the corner, so not too much intrusion when you go full screen with your movies, your games, whatever you fancy. And despite the fact it's a budget AMOLED panel, it does go all the way up to 90Hz, actually drops as low as 30Hz as well to save on battery power when you don't need that high refresh. And as you can see there, it does dynamically change itself, you don't have to manually change it. But what about the audio? Well, it's a stereo speaker setup here on the Realme 9 Pro Plus, but is it actually any good? To see whether it's worth that upgrade. And for all the latest and greatest tech, please do subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! And wow, yeah, those blasters really pack a punch on that top volume. I'll tell you what, they'll pop your eardrums like a soggy balloon if you get too close to this bloody thing. And yeah, definitely the clarity isn't fantastic once you do bump up that volume, but it's still good enough that you can hear vocals and make out what's going on in videos and all the rest of it. If you do want to get plugged in, well, the good news is you do have headphone jack support here on the Realme 9 Pro Plus, as well as a good bit of Bluetooth. And my review model came packing 128 gigs of storage space. Unfortunately, that's not expandable via micro SD. You've only got space for 2 SIMs in that tray. So the Realme 9 Pro Plus is powered by MediaTek's fresh new Dimensity 920 chipset, and certainly the everyday running here seems absolutely fine. Apps just load up straight away. I haven't seen any undue judders or pauses, no mysterious crashing or anything like that. Everything seems fine. My review model comes packing 8 gigs of RAM, and as you can see there, very respectable scores in the old Geekbenches. And because I've never tested a Dimensity 920 smartphone before, I thought, bugger it, let's actually full-on assault this thing with a good bit of Genshin Impact, really put it through its paces, see if it can handle it. And sadly, unlike the Redmi Note 11 Pro, which I recently tested as well, the Realme 9 Pro Plus did definitely struggle with Genshin Impact, even on the default low graphic settings. There were many instances when I was involved in some horrific, frantic battle when the frame rate just absolutely plummeted. In fact, this thing practically paused for like a second or so at a time, which was very, very frustrating and obviously took you straight out of the experience. Although at least it was a pretty good excuse whenever I got completely twatted by some big angry bastard. So if you want a smartphone that's going to be affordable but can also basically play anything you throw at it, maybe don't look at the Realme 9 Pro Plus. On the other hand, if you just want to do a bit of PubGs, bit of Call of Duty mobiles, something like that, well, no worries there. Call of Duty Mobile played on the higher detail settings, perfect fluid frame rate throughout, absolutely no judders whatsoever. That screen is beautifully responsive as well. And the good news is you can game basically all afternoon on the Realme 9 Pro Plus as well, as long as you've got the battery charge to back it up, because you've got some vapor chamber cooling tech built in here just to help dissipate the worst of that heat, make sure that it doesn't throttle. And another good thing about the Dimensity 920 is the fact you've got 5G support for both of those dual SIM slots, so no worries there if you want ultra fast connectivity. You've got a 4,500 mAh capacity battery stuffed inside of the shiny, jazzy, sparkly frame of the Realme 9 Pro Plus. That should do you all day long, no worries, given the general efficiency of that MediaTek chipset and everything. But of course, won't know for sure until I fully test it out, using it as my full-time smartphone. So stay tuned for my in-depth review for more on the battery life. The good news is that once it is fully drained, you've got that 60-watt super dart charge support, so it'll be back up to full again in a jiffy. Now, one of the bits of this Pro Plus model that Realme has really been bigging up is the camera tech. You've got triple lens setup here, spearheaded by a 50 megapixel Sony IMX766 sensor with built-in optical image stabilization. No real surprises at all with the camera UI. It's your typical Realme affair, which is absolutely packed with various toggles and a shag load of different bonus modes. In your full-on auto mode, you've got the likes of HDR and everything built in. You've got your AI mode, of course, naturally. So this can, for instance, detect a human subject or a almost human subject like Veronica here, and then switch to portrait, for instance. I usually leave that knocked off though, because sometimes you get less than natural results with it. You can obviously switch to portrait and everything manually if you like. And while you do have a 50 megapixel primary shooter, this does snap 12.5 megapixel photos by default using 4-in-1 pixel binning, but you do have a full-on 50 megapixel mode if you want it. And so far, from just a couple of days of testing out the Realme 9 Pro Plus's camera chop, so far seems pretty impressive, gotta say, on that full auto mode. That 50 meg shooter with the optical image stabilization can capture good shots indoors and out. But yeah, I will be using the Realme 9 Pro Plus as my full-time smartphone, so fully testing out that camera tech for my in-depth review. And if you want it, you've also got an 8 megapixel ultra-wide angle lens, while the final lens slapped there on the back end of the Realme 9 Pro Plus is, of course, a macro shooter. Still don't get the point, but if you like shooting really up-close shots of very small things, then there you go. And if you're into shooting your home movies, where you can swap to video, and as you can see there, you've got an option of shooting up to 4K resolution footage. Though the frame rate is stuck at 30 FPS, if you do want to shoot at Ultra HD, you'll have to bump it down to Full HD resolution footage if you want to activate 60 FPS. And again, here's a bit of a taster of what the Realme 9 Pro Plus is capable of when you're shooting 4K resolution video. But yeah, stay tuned for that in-depth review for a full-on verdict. And then last up, around front of the Realme 9 Pro Plus, you've got a 16 megapixel selfie shooter. Again, with HDR Smart, you can activate that portrait mode if you want to make it all about you, blur out the background. And I'll be shooting a shag load of selfies with the Realme 9 Pro Plus because I love my selfies. Just try holding me back. Boy howdy. So that right there in a nutshell is the Realme 9 Pro Plus, and certainly looks like a very promising budget to mid-range smartphone. Got some very clever camera tech packed in there, gorgeous Super AMOLED screen, powerful stereo speakers, a few little qualms like the fact that it isn't quite as powerful as some of the competition like that Redmi Note 11 Pro, and of course the fact you got no micro SD memory card expandability on there. But what do you reckon? Are you tempted by this bad boy? Stay tuned for my in-depth review. I'm going to slap my SIM in there and get it fully tested out. So make sure you poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell so you don't miss out, and have yourselves a bloody wonderful rest of the week. Cheers everyone, love you.